Greetings fellow cosmic travelers and welcome to the channel. It's your host here and I'm thrilled you've joined me on this journey into the vast, unending expanse we call space. We often look up at the night sky, filled with a sense of wonder, a sense of scale and sometimes, a sense of profound ignorance about what's truly out there. The universe is not just stranger than we imagine, it's stranger than we can imagine. Today we're going to peel back a tiny corner of that cosmic curtain and explore 5 unbelievable facts about space. We're diving deep into the cosmic pool, into concepts that challenge our very understanding of matter, time, the sheer scale of existence. Let's begin with something that defies our everyday sense of weight and density. Imagine holding a simple sugar cube in your hand. It's light, almost trivial. Now what if I told you that out there in the cosmic graveyard of giant stars, there exists material so dense that a sugar cube-sized amount would weigh about 1 billion tons? That's the equivalent of every single human on Earth, all piled together, compressed into that tiny volume. This isn't science fiction, this is a neutron star. It starts with a massive star, many times the size of our own sun, reaching the end of its life. When it runs out of fuel, it can no longer support its own immense weight, and its core collapses catastrophically. The protons and electrons are squeezed together so violently that they merge to form neutrons, hence the name. This process crams the mass of about 1.5 suns into a sphere only about 20 kilometers across, the size of a city. The entire gravitational pull, the very fabric of space-time, is warped around this tiny spinning remnant. The atoms we're made of are mostly empty space. On a neutron star, that empty space has been completely eliminated. If you could somehow visit one, which you can't, the gravity would be so intense it would flatten you into a subatomic smear instantly. It's a powerful reminder that the universe operates under rules that make our earthly experiences seem quaint and limited. For our next stop, let's venture into the realm of cosmic treasure hunting. We've all heard tales of planets of ice, planets of gas, planets of rock. But what about a planet made of diamond? Meet 55 Cancri E, a super-Earth orbiting a star about 40 light-years away in the constellation Cancer. About twice the size of Earth, yet roughly 8 times the mass, incredibly dense. It orbits so closely that a year lasts a mere 18 hours. The surface is scorching, exceeding 2,400 degrees Celsius, about 4,400 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists now theorize 55 Cancri E is carbon-rich. Extreme interior pressures and temperatures likely compressing much of that carbon into diamond. In space, no one can hear you scream. It's one of the most famous taglines in movie history. Space is largely a vacuum, sound is a mechanical wave that needs a medium, like air or water. Between galaxies, a tenuous superheated gas, plasma, fills the void. The intergalactic medium may be thin, but it's still made of particles. When powerful cosmic events occur, like 2 black holes colliding, they send out gravitational waves, ripples in space-time. Those ripples can make plasma particles vibrate, creating insanely low-frequency sound waves. NASA has captured these sounds, transposing them up many octaves so we can hear them. Astronomers detected sound waves in the Perseus galaxy cluster, driven by a supermassive black hole. The note is a B-flat, about 57 octaves below middle C. One oscillation takes over 10 million years. The cosmos is far from silent, it's a deep resonant symphony played on an unimaginably grand scale. We on Earth are accustomed to a certain rhythm. The sun rises, the sun sets, and after about 24 hours, a day is done. We orbit the sun, and after about 365 of those days, a year has passed. Now let's travel to our planetary neighbor Venus, where this fundamental concept of time is turned completely on its head. On Venus, a single day is longer than an entire year. Let that sink in for a moment. Here's how this temporal anomaly works. A day is defined by how long it takes a planet to complete one full rotation on its axis. Venus rotates on its axis incredibly slowly, and backwards, compared to most other planets in our solar system. It takes about 243 Earth days for Venus to spin around just once. This is its sidereal day. However, its journey around the Sun is much quicker. Venus completes one full orbit in just about 225 Earth days. The Sun would rise in the west and set in the east, and the time from one sunrise to the next would be about 117 Earth days. For our final fact, let's try to wrap our minds around the sheer, unadulterated scale of the universe. Stand on a beach, look down, try to count the grains of sand. The number is staggering, seemingly infinite. Now consider this. There are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on every single beach and in every single desert on planet Earth. Scientists estimate that on Earth there are roughly 7.5 quintillion grains of sand. Yet, when we point our telescopes at what looks like an empty patch of sky, we find it's filled with galaxies. The famous Hubble Deep Field revealed thousands of entire galaxies in a spot of sky the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length. When you multiply the estimated number of galaxies, currently thought to be around 2 trillion, by the average number of stars in each, you arrive at something like 200 sextillion stars. That's 200 in sextillion. We are a tiny part of a cosmos so vast, so filled with suns and worlds that it defies all human comparison. And there you have it. 5 glimpses into the beautiful, bizarre, and utterly unbelievable nature of our universe. From the impossible weight of a neutron star to a planet literally made of diamonds, the cosmos is a theater of wonders. We finished with a number so large it's almost comical, a reminder that we live on a tiny speck of dust in an ocean of stars. So, I want to hear from you. Which of these facts truly bent your mind? Was it the cosmic diamond, the heavy sugar, or the sheer number of suns? Let me know in the comments below. And if you know another unbelievable space fact, share it with our community of cosmic explorers. The more we share, the more we learn, and the more we can stand in awe of this grand reality we are a part of. If this journey through the cosmos has ignited your curiosity, and you want to continue exploring the biggest questions science has to offer, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. There's a whole universe of knowledge out there waiting for us to discover it together. Thank you for joining me on this voyage. And as always, my friends, keep looking up.